How would you define a good Jew? Welcome back. I'm Gila Ross, host of the Power Up podcast, where we talk about real life and tease apart what's true and what's not. And in this series of Torah for Today, we take a short idea from the Torah portion to upgrade and impact our week. How would you define a good Jew? The Torah talks about the different sacrifices that Jews would bring in the times of the temple. And it uses a very interesting phrase. It uses the phrase, a satisfying aroma for God. Now, the interesting thing is it uses this phrase both when it talks about a big sacrifice and also a small sacrifice, which is interesting. Could both a large and a small sacrifice be equally satisfying to God? Surely one is better than the other. So the Talmud talks about it, and it talks about having the clarity to know the difference between a righteous person and a rasha, an evil person. And also it says we'll have the clarity to know between a person who serves God and one who does not serve God. And the phrase seems a little bit redundant, because surely a righteous person is someone who serves God and an evil person is someone who doesn't serve God. Why does it need both phrases? So Hillel tells us that when it's talking about one who serves God and one who does not serve God, the second part of that piece of Talmud, it's talking about both people that are completely righteous. So what's the difference between someone who serves God and someone who doesn't serve God? So he says the difference between someone who reviews something 100 times and someone who reviews something 101 times. Now, firstly, it's very interesting to note that it's telling us someone who reviews something 100 times. It's not saying someone who learns 100 pages of Talmud or Torah or something like that, but someone who reviews something. Now, what's the difference between someone who reviews something 100 times and that person that goes and reviews it 101 times? The person who reviews something 101 times after they've already reviewed it 100 times, do you know what they're showing? They're showing where their heart is. Their heart is that they want to get greater clarity. They want to do it better. And this is why what we're told is that it's equally satisfying, because it's not about the accomplishment. It's not about the quantity, but it's about the quality. What defines a good Jew? It's not quantitative. It's how much heart we bring to our Judaism. How much desire do we have to constantly grow in our Judaism, to make our Judaism come alive, to connect to God. Because when we desire it, it shows in our actions. Just like that person who's already reviewed it 100 times, but they review 101 times because maybe they'll get greater clarity, maybe they'll get better of it. A good Jew is a Jew who desires to become better. And when that desire is there, it shows in our efforts. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your feedback. You can find me on Instagram. It's Gila Ross. And please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss out. Have a wonderful day.